Absolutely. It's clarified everything that I thought from a practical point of view, what a director should do, but it's just pulled it all in, and particularly from not only the business governance side, but the family governance side has been invaluable.
I think what the course actually did was reinforce what we're currently doing, or gave me an insight into what we should be doing. And so from that perspective, I think what the course delivered to me was mainly a reinforcement factor in many of the things we're doing.
Participating in this course has been really excellent. I have found that I have seen a lot of clarity. I really understand my roles a lot better, and I can really see a way forward for setting up some governance in both the business side of things and organising some things in the family situation that I hadn't thought of before.
I think one of the advantages of doing this course has been, I suppose, an opportunity to compare it to the 5-day course I did at AICD, which was incredibly helpful, but I think the course that I just experienced with the Family Business Directors course is much more appropriate to our forum and our family, and I think more worthwhile. It was just much more appropriate to the needs of the dynamics of the family and how you actually apply some of those things within a family business.
The involvement of Chris's family business was dynamic and confusing. It actually brought to a point where I thought, wow, that was so confusing. I don't know how he has even documented all his family history. By the end of it all, it was quite clear as to how the business succession had occurred. But I found it invaluable, once again, that it brought home to life that it was an actual true story.
I thought being given a real life example of a company that has 170 years experience, diluting that down into what others can take away, I found that most valuable.
Well, Chris's family business experiences are very similar to our own, so it was good to actually get a perspective from another family business talking about the complexities of a family business with multi-generations. I think of what it exemplifies is the need to do the course sooner in your history because you can see the manifestations of dysfunction if you don't really apply good practice. So I got a lot out of it, yeah.
The example Chris gave, the story he gave of his family business was really very enlightening to see how much lack of governance and lack of structures for governance within his business affected the long-term way the business and the family, or the issues that they came up with, especially in my situation as a first generation family business. Being able to now set governance in place in the business and within the family to try and avoid those things for my children and for my children's children down the track.
I'd recommend this course to other family businesses because I think, particularly for the second generation, I think that it would just clarify a lot of things that people may not even know. They've given a piece of paper and said they're a director, but they may not know what their responsibilities and the obligations and the legal ramifications of being a director is about. So I think it's invaluable for any person who's in a family business who is a director to undertake this course.
I'd certainly recommend the course to many family businesses that are looking to go into a board structure. So many family businesses don't have that in place, and I think this is a perfect vehicle to have in front of you before you enter into that process.
Absolutely would recommend this course. I'm like a lot of the others I've heard making comments here today. I think I would have loved to have done this course some time ago, but I think sometimes being involved in a business already and dealing with the issues, you actually get a lot more out of it because you can see the things you would have done differently in the past, but now I can see a lot more things that I will do differently in the future, and I would highly recommend this course to anyone in family business.
The positive of doing this course would be to get as many people with a common understanding of what is good practice. So I would recommend we either bring some hand-picked family members or even run an in-house workshop where we can actually have a large group of the family and the business able to appreciate what is good practice. I think it's essential that families and business do this course. It's, as I explained previously, it's about protecting your family members to adopt best practice or good practice to ensure the sustainability of your family business, to protect the interests of the owners, to protect all the stakeholders in the family business. At every level, this is essential education.
I think it would have been absolutely fantastic if my mum had been here to do this course with me so that we could then discuss where we're at and where we should be and the changes that need to occur.
Bringing my son along was a very deliberate choice. He's not significantly involved in the business at this stage, but we've talked about it over time, and he's very early in his career, and as I'm trying to work out the future direction of the business, I wanted him to have a really clear understanding of these sorts of issues in terms of director's responsibility, business governance, how the family and the family governance fits in with that. And I really felt that getting this sort of education at the very beginning of his involvement at a more senior level within the family business would really set him up with the right framework to look at his involvement as he comes forward in the business.